Hello and welcome to Thursday's edition of Cracking the Cryptic, a birthday edition no less, because the puzzle on the screen is by birthday boy Bellal. It's called Can of Worms, and we've done Bellal's puzzles on the channel before. Bellal is the illustrious father of an illustrious Sudoku son as well. Because Bellal is the father of the pedaling pianist. So Bellal is Stephen in real life. The pedaling pianist is Stuart. And I can tell you, Stephen, that we've had emails aplenty about your puzzles and about your birthday. In fact, maybe I've got lots of birthday announcements to do today, but why don't we deal with Stephen's birthday first? And Stephen, you are wished a very happy birthday by Stuart, his fiancée Alana, Orla, who's your little granddaughter. I've met all these people, by the way, last year in Stratford. It's absolutely brilliant. Orla, I know, apparently she loves it when her grandfather appears on their TV screens, as you're the screensaver on their TV. But Stephen, I've also heard from your wife Naomi, who wanted to wish you a happy Umpty Dumpth birthday. She's super proud of you and your mathematical masterpieces, and wanted to wish you a happy birthday also from Patrick, Jeanette, and your nieces Hannah and Alice. So it's a very family occasion, this. And I'm looking forward to having a go at the puzzle. We have recommendations for a lot of your puzzles, Stephen. But this one, I think the recommendations were the most fulsome, so I'm going to have a go at this. Can of Worms. It's got 2 stars out of 5 for difficulty on Logic Masters. And these lines are all index lines and entropic lines. And don't worry if you don't know what that means. I will explain all when we do the rules properly in a moment or two's time. But a few things to mention before we do that. We're streaming tonight, 10 p.m. UK time, as part of Steam's Cerebral Showcase, no less. So we'd love to have your company if you're around. We're having a look at, again, at Blueprints, which is this. Oh, that's not in the right place on the screen, is it? And it's too big. But yeah, it's this game. It's a fantastic game. And this will be our 4th visit, actually. That must be an old thumbnail. Yeah, it's our 4th visit to the game. And we are going to do that tonight, 10 p.m. UK time. Love to have your company, as I say, if you're around. What else? Well, we are closing in fast on the 1st of June, and on the 1st of June we have another treat for you. If you're a patron of the channel over on Patreon, then check this out. This is going to be the first Sudoku hunt we have ever had from Itrio. You can see it's yin-yang themed, 13 puzzles in all, and these are magnificent, actually. I think everyone is going to enjoy this. So that's coming on the 1st of June at 4 p.m. UK time. Chance to win, the opportunity to make a Sudoku video on the channel that we'll solve a puzzle together. So some of you might enjoy that. And then what else? I've got other birthdays to do. There was something else I was meant to mention today. I can't remember what it is, though. So why don't we do the other birthdays? We'll start off with Frederick from your girlfriend Margaret. Apparently Frederick watches to wind down after work. And the two of you moved to Japan last year, having been in a long-distance relationship between the USA and Indonesia. And I think the two of you are hoping to settle down in Japan. And I know Margaret Frederick is looking forward to many more years together. And I went to Japan for the first time earlier this year, and I did really enjoy it. I found the culture, just the feel of the place, quite wonderful, actually. So I hope that you're enjoying living there. Now, Frederick, many happy returns, and I hope you get a great birthday cake with lots and lots of chocolate icing, of course. Next birthday is Mary. Mary, I think you're turning a year in your early 30s. That's all I know. I don't know the exact year, but I know it's your birthday because your friend Shannon wrote in, and was, well, actually, Mary, do you like my guitar playing, as it reminds you of your father who used to play when he was alive? That's a lovely thing to hear. Have I got anything I can play you now? Not that I dare play you. I heard a song actually on TikTok yesterday, which I really liked. It was called 3 a.m. by Bryce Avenue. Well, I think it's a cover of a Matchbox 20 song. I might be wrong about that. It's a bit embarrassing if I am. But yeah, I'm going to learn to play that, and maybe that will appear on the channel in due course. Mary, happy birthday. Next, we'll go for Nadia. Nadia, it's your birthday. You are turning the big 30 today, and I know this because your brother Max wrote to us. And I heard that you're holding off celebrating your birthday until August, as you're working on your master's thesis, which is due in just a few days' time, on the 2nd of June. Well, I hope you get it in on time. Why are you holding off till August, though? You only have to hold off a few days. I don't know the reason for that, but Nadia, I wish you the best of luck with your masters, obviously, and I hope that you are able to have some chocolate cake today with plenty of icing. Many happy returns. And then, well, the only other birthday is the big birthday of Stephen, Umpty Dump's birthday for Bellal, but I've already done that one. So let's have a look at Can of Worms by Bellal, and I will read you the rules of the puzzle. We've got normal Sudoku rules apply, so we're having to put the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. Orange lines are both index lines and entropic lines. Index lines, starting with the diamond at position 1. The digit at position n along the line indicates the position of the digit n on the line. Now, I do know what index lines are, but let me just check that that instruction is in accordance with what I think they are. The digit at position n, so let's say that digit, that's position 3. Yeah, indicates the position of the digit n on the line. Right, okay, so if this was a 5, that would mean write the digit 3 in position 5 along the line. Yes, and that sort of makes sense, because then this is position 5 along the line, and that 3 there is saying write the 5 in the 3rd position along the line. So they sort of index each other, and that's something that you do tend to find with index lines. But these lines are not only index lines, they are also entropic lines. Every set of 3 consecutive digits along the line contains one low digit, 1, 2, 3, one medium digit, 4, 5, 6, and one high digit, 7, 8, 9. So those 3 squares, you don't know the order, so you know one of these is low, one of these is medium, and one of these is high. And I hope this isn't considered too much of a tip for the solving, but just to make it clear, it's more of a rules point, to be honest. But those 3 consecutive digits, obviously they need to have one of each type as well. And the purple type, say this was 1, 2, 3, well, the purple type hasn't appeared in those 2 cells, so it would have to appear there, so that in this set of 3 consecutive digits there was still a purple type. And that's how entropic lines work. And then the arrow, which is this funny looking thing here, that points to the smaller of the digits in the cells it occupies. So all we know there is that that digit is not a 1 effectively, and that digit isn't a 9. That one's bigger than that one. And they are all the rules. Do have a go. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual. But now I get to play. Let's get cracking. And the first thing I'm going to mention here is that, let me just see, are these 9 or are they 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? That one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we're getting a visit from Maverick, look. Sorry, a low-flying aeroplane is about to buzz past my window. There's little I can do about it. Maverick does like to do this. It's only taken 9 minutes today. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, they're all length 8, these little snaky lines. Okay, so the first tip I'm going to give you is that you can't put 9 on any of these lines. And the reason for that is, imagine we did put a 9 in there. It would be saying, okay, write the digit 3, because this is in the 3rd position, in the 9th position along the line, and that doesn't exist. So an index line of length n will contain the digits 1 to n. Now, does that allow us knowing that no orange cell in this grid can contain a 9, maybe, are we into what we were in with crystalline entity the other day, that wonderful puzzle from Icy Fruit? Is it some sort of swordfishy pattern on 9s? 9 in row 8. No, actually it's got 5 positions. That's not a good thought. No, okay, maybe it's not that then. I can't see. I apologise if there is something staring me in the face, but I can't see a pattern for the 9s. I mean, we know the 9s live in the white cells, the cells without lines. I don't think there's anything obvious there. Okay, so well, let's shade the lines then. So, what do I mean by shade the lines? Well, I mean, let's make sure we understand the entropic properties, because this digit here is going to be of some entropy. So it's either going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7, 8, 9. And we know that that must repeat in every sort of third position, every 3 cells along the line. They don't actually line up though. Often it's very useful if you can get them all in the same row. So that one, and that one are the same, and those two are the same. And okay, so something we can say straight away, actually. We know that this line doesn't contain a 9, but we know it also contains the digits 1 to 8. So the missing digit must be in the green entropy set, mustn't it? Which means, no, oh goodness me, I was about to make a massive error there. I was about to say that's from the 369 set, that's modularity. No, so that the entropic set that contains a 9 is the 7, 8, 9. So these must be from 7, 8, 9, mustn't they? To put that a different, well, in fact, they must be 7 and 8. They can't be 9. To put that a different way, if blue was high, one of these digits would be a 9, and we've explained why that's not the case. Purple, but that would be the same. So 7 and 8 are in those positions. Right. Oh, I see. Okay, and that just propagates through the grid. What do I mean by that? Well, because these lines are all length 8, they must all have this property, where the 3rd and the 6th digit, there is something going on to do with modularity, isn't there? Maybe that's why my brain sort of tripped up on that. Yeah, because when we shade the line, the 3rd and the 6th digit are always going to be 7 and 8, because there are only 2 of them on the line, and therefore they must belong to the set of digits that, or the entropic set that doesn't have the 9 in. So 3 and 6, 3 and 6, those squares are all 7s and 8s. Now, yeah, so another thing that means is that this 7 or 8 is in the 3rd position, so that's saying 3 is in one of those cells. This is in the 6th position, so it's saying 6 is in one of those cells. So they are a 3-6 pair, and that will repeat along all the lines. Oh, this is very pretty. It's quite weird, but it's very pretty. Now, I've got a 3-6 pair in column 8. I mean, I'm wondering if what we're meant to do here is to try to colour these 7s and 8s against each other. I'm not sure whether that will work, but it might work. But then I'm going to lose my entropy colouring. Oh, okay. What I could do is I'll just use a different shade of green. So within the green entropy, what we'll say is we'll make that one light coloured green. So these are still of the same entropy, but green, these are the same entropy, but it's going to allow me to, this one has to be lime green now, doesn't it? Because you can't repeat the same green along a line. And now this one, so that's got to be lime green. And all we've got to do now is to get that down here. I don't see how to do that. Bobbins. Has this done it? I don't think this has done anything for me. I mean, these are one of each. I don't know what colour they are. No. Oh, bobbins. No, it really hasn't done anything. Dark green is in one of those two cells. Lime green is in one of those two by Sudoku. It would be lovely if we knew this was lime green. Actually, whatever that is, it would be helpful. Dark green is in one of those two squares. Dark green has already appeared on all the lines, so it can't go here. It would be twice on the line. And why doesn't that work? Well, many reasons, but it would be saying that different digits were in the same cell, and that's not going to work from an index perspective. I can't see anything. That's most distressing, actually. Okay, so is it okay? Maybe it's the 3s and the 6s then. So I can see those two are the same. Okay, let's get rid of blue for a moment. Let's make that blue. Actually, we'll get rid of purple as well. So this is blue, this is purple by Sudoku. Because obviously this is a 3-6 pair in column 8. And this is a 3-6 pair in row 2. So those have to be the same. So blue, yeah, so blue is in one of those two. Again, for the same reasons as 7 and 8 couldn't repeat on a line, 3 and 6 can't repeat on a line. So purple is in one of these squares. This isn't working. This is not working because 3 and 6 here and 3 and 6 here aren't seeing these colours. I've messed this up somehow, or at least I've not got the idea of it yet. So whatever this is, let's say that was 3, just for the sake of exposition, then this digit would be a 1 or a 2. And this digit would be a 1 or a 2. That digit couldn't be a 2. Hang on, that's weird. Why? That's weird, yeah. If you look at this cell here, let's imagine it was of low entropy. So it's a 1, 2 or a 3. I don't think it can be 2 or 3. Because, let me just explain why. Well, I'm going to have to let me just restore my colours, or change my colours. So that's of some entropy, this is some entropy, and this is the third entropy. So if this was 2 or 3, it would be saying write the 1 on this line into one of those two positions. But that's necessarily going to repeat the entropy of this digit. This is low entropy, so the next instance of low entropy on the line should be here. So if you make this 2 or 3 and put 1 in one of those two squares, you're deliberately breaking the puzzle. So if that is low entropy, it can only be a 1. And then this would be 4 or 7. But 4 is indexing itself. And it couldn't be 7, so it would have to be 4. And then, oh no, hang on, I'm going mad, aren't I? I'm doing modularity again. As I'm looking at this saying, it can't work. So sorry. Okay. Oh, I am. There is. Okay. I'm going to try and make an excuse for myself, and it's a particularly poor one. But there is some weird overlap with how these lines work, because every 3 digits. So this is in position 4, and then the next instance is going to be position 7. So you've got sort of modularity in the positions of the entropic digits. And now that's just messing me up. Anyway, if this is low, this is not 4. This is, or 7. It's 2 or 3. Oh, I see. So that would be 3, and that would be 2. And indexing a 4 into this position. Okay, so that does look like it might work, annoyingly. Okay, but what if this is medium? Is there any restriction on that? If this is medium, it can't be high because the screen is the 7, 8, 9. So if it's medium, what are we saying then? Well, it can't be 4 because it... No, it can be 4. Or can it be? This is totally foxing me. It's totally foxing me. I'm so stupid. This is when it's bad on cracking the cryptic. It's when you don't, or your brain is just playing tricks on you, and you're aware that a lot of people are watching, and it's very, very terrible because you have this sort of devil on your shoulder shouting ha 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 ha, and you can't ignore it. Okay, hang on. Let me think. No, it doesn't work. No, it doesn't work. I'm not going mad. Because if that's 4, 5, 6, we're saying that that digit is 4, 5, 6. But I know that's indexing a 1 into this position. So that can't be 4. Because it would be indexing 1 here at the time when this is in the medium entropy. So can it be 5? If it's 5, I'm sure... Oh, it can be 5. Because this would be medium entropy, that should be low entropy. And that would work. But it can't be 6, because that's position 6, and that's got a 7 or an 8 in it, not a 1. So that is 1 or 5. That's weird. So that must be the same for all the lines. That was not a product of Sudoku. That is not how we got this digit down to 1 or 5. It was purely down to the weird entropic / modularity features of the line. So all of these are 1 and 5 as well. So does that mean... Does everything pair up on these lines then? Is that 5 or 1? I am very unsure about that. Okay, what we could do is we can label this up, can't we? It must be 1, 2, 4 or 5 because you can't repeat a digit on the line. Now, if this is 2, we're saying write 5 into here, and that I can see is wrong because 2, these 2 digits are in the same entropic set. So if this is 2, I shouldn't be writing a 5 here. I should be writing a 1 or a 3. And if this is 4, does it break? It must break because it's saying write 4 and 5 next to each other on the line. And they mustn't be within 3 cells of each other. Yeah. So I think what's happening is that, let's make that one orange. Yeah, that's yellow now. The digits are sort of pairing off on the line in very odd ways. I mean, that's certainly true. So the 5th digit along each 1, 2, 3, 4, that one, hang on, I don't think that's true. Have I got that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that is right, actually. That is in the right place. So But, oh, hang on. Have I got to be careful here, though? It's certain, because I don't know which way round these go, do I? Because they could be indexing themselves, or they could be swapping their digits. So I don't think I can just willy-nilly go through the grid and write oranges. I can write 1 or 5 into the positions before the lime green. That is true. Or that one in that case. Or that one actually before the dark green in this place. Yeah, okay, so that's also reinforcing the fact. I can write 1 or 5 into these positions, but I can't necessarily colour them. No, indeed I can't, because that's orange by colouring. So that's got to be yellow on its line. And that was yellow because it couldn't be orange, so that is orange. And that's yellow, so that must be orange on its line. This is really weird. Oh, this is good. So, assuming I haven't gone mad, that seems to place orange in and yellow in box 3. Okay, well that's good, maybe. Where is... yes. Where is orange in box 1? Orange can't repeat on its own line, so by Sudoku, orange is there. And by Sudoku, orange is here. Orange is definitely the best digit in the puzzle. It's the most flavoursome digit. Orange is in one of those 2 cells, and orange is in one of... Oh no, orange can't go on its own line again. Orange is there. So I've got all the oranges. Oranges are done. Now, can I do all the yellows? Oh, let's have a look at that. Yellow, yes, I can do yellow there by Sudoku. That's yellow by Sudoku. Yellow can't repeat on its line. Oh, this is really clever. It's really clever. Right, I've got all the yellows now. Oops, I've mislabeled that one. Whoopsie. Right, so now the other 2 digits on the lines have to be the digits we haven't used, which are 2 and 4. So these 2 squares are 2 and 4. Again, I don't know how we're going to get on with colouring them, but it's going to be the same on all the lines. 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. Now I've given that one's red already, so what should we make that one? Should we make that one... black? So red and black. Now, yeah, that's great. We see a red one there, so we know the other one on the line is black. This is lovely. I haven't done a colouring puzzle on the channel for ages. Oh, this might have petered out, though. Oh, no, that's red. So that's black. It sees red in its box. So this is red, so that's black on its line. Does this propagate? Yes, that's black by Sudoku. Might not go any further than that, but let's think. No, maybe that's as well. No, black in box 6 is placed there. Black is in one of those 2 in box 3. One of these 2 in box 4. Now, can we do any better with red? I need... Oh, 3s and 6s are dreadful as well. I really have done an appalling job of colouring those. Green. Green can't be there, because I wouldn't be able to... Dark green can't be there. I wouldn't be able to put dark green in row 2 anywhere. So that's definitely not green. So that green was 7 or 8, wasn't it? Oh, bobbins. So I don't think I do know that's dark green. It looks like it wants to be. I've got all the digits. I've got a digit in the puzzle. It's only taken me half an hour. That's got to be a 9, I think. I've got to put, well, all the other digits have already been pencil marked in this row. So 9 is there. Let's give 9 its own colour. We'll make it indigo. Gosh, you would think that would do something, wouldn't you? I'm not sure it does, though. Oh, bother. I don't know what to do now. Let's try... Where should we look for... Is it... I don't know. This column? What is it I need there? I need 3, 6 and 9. That's hopeless. That's absolutely hopeless. Oh, okay. There's a red digit for this box, and it's in the same positions as the black digit. Right. Oh, I see. Okay, so that's just a 2-4 pair. And that's the 9. Okay, we get the 9 in box 4. Now, 9 is in one of those two cells. 9, I was going to say, we could have said 9 wasn't here already, but I don't know. Oh, well, actually, 9 in this box is restricted. So 9, so this is a 7 or an 8 and a 9 here. So, so that's a 7, 8, 9 triple. Oh, gosh, I could have done that easily just by looking at the row. So what are these digits? Oh, that's weird. Okay, so these are 3 and 6, but we've got the inequality to help us. So that's got to be 6, that's 3, that's 3, that's 6. But I was going to say, but how do you colour? Oh, I see. So what that's doing is it's sort of interrupting. Oh, no, it's doing much more than that. It's doing much more than that. I see. Sorry, I've been a bit dense here, but look. These are on the line. So that's the 8th position on the line. And that should go in position 6. So dark green is now 8. Wherever it occurs, which must mean that the 7th position is a 3, so lime green is 7. Lime green is 7, so these are a 7-9 pair. Now, has that done anything? I suspect it has done quite a lot. I just need to work out how it now works. Yeah, so on this line now, the 8, the 3 is in position 8, so that's 3. So this is 6. So 6 is down here, 3 is over here. Now 6, okay, so 6 is the blue digit. Purple is the 3 digit. And can we propagate that somehow? What about this column? Oh, well, no, it doesn't really work. That is a 7 or a 9 by Sudoku, but I don't think I know which. So this 3-6 pair here is definitely purple and blue. I just need to unwind another of these lines. So I've done the 3-6 on this one. I've done the 3-6 on this one. And I've done the 3-6 on this one. Yeah, so this line is the one that's being recalcitrant and not telling us what's going on. Oh, it's obvious actually. Sorry, look at row 8. Now I've got to put 3 and 6 into row 8. Where am I doing that? They can't go in that cell. So they have to go in those two cells. So they don't go in those cells. That is a 6. That is a 3. And this digit is now a 9. Actually, lovely. Yeah, look at the row. We haven't put 7, 8, 9 into it, and this sees 7 and 8. So that's got to be 9, and that's going to do damage, actually, because now this is a 7. This is an 8, so that's a 7. And we know that that's a 7 and that's a 9. And we can do some other things as a result of all this. This is now a dark green digit. This is a light green digit. And that is in position 6 on the line. So that's saying, right, 6 into that one. So that's the 3. Now we can colour these. And hopefully we're getting a bit closer. Well, I think we are getting a bit closer to a solution to the puzzle. Don't think we're quite there yet, though. That's now got to be the magenta colour, or the... That's the same. Now, what do we do next? I've had one thought that's very obvious. I want to colour the whole thing in. Is that going to be realistic or not? It might well not be. Red is in one of those cells. So they are a red and indigo pair. I must be able to do something Sudoku-wise here, can't I? Or maybe this column? Oh no, because we don't know what that is. And what's the other digit? 6 I've not put. Oh, so 6 is there. Aha. So this is 6. That's good. So this is 6. I feel like we've just done all the 6s. So does that mean we should be able... Yeah, we can probably do all the 3s off the back of that, I would think. Yeah, that's working, isn't it? That seems to be going nicely. That's filled in a few digits for us. Now we need... Aha! So now this has become the black digit in box 1, and that's doing a lot of things, because now that's got to be the black digit. This has got to be the red digit. And that digit is a 7 by Sudoku. So this digit is a 7 by Sudoku. That digit's no longer able to be the black digit, so the black digit's going up here. This digit is a 9, I think, which means that digit's a 9, which means that digit's a 9, and that one is therefore the red digit. Let's double click all the 9s. Keep the 9s going. That's 9. That's 9. And that... Well, I should be able to do that, shouldn't I? What's that? 8? That's probably been available for ages by Sudoku, but never mind. So we can do those. That digit is a red digit. We haven't had red yet in box 9. So that's red. And this one is 7, which we have had, and that one is 8 by the looks of it. We haven't had the dark green in there, so that's dark green in the corner. No song for you. Have we got the chance of it? No, we don't actually. We don't have a chance for 3 in the corner, but we have now fully coloured the grid, and I can reveal something that's been available for a while, I think quite a while, but obviously the moment we got the entropy along this line, you can see here the end of the line consists of a low, a medium and a high, and that obviously has to propagate so that the orange digit now must be the same entropy as the 3, so that this threesome has a low digit in it. So orange is definitely 1, not 5, which means yellow is 5, and now this digit should be medium entropy by exactly the same principle. So black is 4 and red is 2. That finishes the puzzle with a flourish. Can of worms indeed. It was absolutely lovely. Very, very nice puzzle indeed. It's about 3 months old by the looks of things, and a can of worms has been opened and dealt with. Bellal, happy birthday. I really enjoyed that. It was very nice, and it made me feel a bit daft, and there's definitely some sort of entropy modularity thing going on with my head that you managed to exploit to the fullest extent. Thank you for that, and let me know in the comments how everyone got on. I enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind, and we'll be back later with not only another edition of Cracking the Cryptic, but obviously a stream as well. So hope to see some of you then. Bye for now.